What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Apologize, it's been a couple weeks since I've uploaded anything. I've had a pretty busy last couple of weeks. Did some traveling, went on some vacation, visited family and friends. You know how it is. This week I'm not actually going to be working on anything. We're just going to be discussing some things. As you guys probably know, a little while back, Dodge revealed that they were coming out with some new Challenger models for the 2019 model year, which is great. They're expanding, they're improving, which is great for people that enjoy driving their cars and stuff like that. But what does that mean for you? Well, what it looks like they're doing is that they're taking some of the stuff that was only available on the upper level cars, and they're going to be pushing it down to the low level cars. Back in 2010, 2009, when these things first came out, there was only 3 models that you could choose from. I mean, they had the SXT, the V6, they had an RT, and they had the SRT8. That was pretty much it. I mean, yeah, there was a little bit tweaking here and there on the options and stuff like that, but for the most part, I mean, you had 3 models. And then, as the years have gone by, they've, every year or so, they add on a new model, they add this, they add that, and now I think they're up to, I would say, like 15 variations of their cars that you can get. I mean, they still have the SXT, the base model V6. Now they have the GT, the all-wheel drive. They have the RTs with, several different variations of that. The RT 392s, the TAs, the Hellcats, Demon, everything in between. Now they're coming out with, you're gonna have your wide body kits for your Hellcats. No Demon for 2019. They're sticking to that the Demon was a 2018 only thing, which, I guess that contributed to why people were willing to pay so much for them. But to be fair, Dodge has said that in the past, or at least I know dealerships have said that in the past. I remember when the Hellcats first came out and they talked about, oh, this is going to be a 1-year thing. And they were asking 10, 15, 20 grand above sticker because they were only doing it for 1 year. And people were willing to pay for it. So, I mean, as long as people were willing to pay for that kind of stuff, dealerships are going to do that kind of stuff. And I remember when the Demons came out, Dodge tried to head that off a little bit. And, when customers were ordering their cars, there was, your order form that had to be submitted to Dodge, and it had to have the sticker price or the price that you paid for the car. And basically what dealerships were doing was say, hey, pay $75,000 for the car, cut a different check to us for, our asking price above sticker, that way they don't get in trouble. And people are willing to do that. And again, hey, if you got the money to do that, more power to you. If it gets you the car you want, whatever. But back to my original point, no Demon for 2019. They are coming out with the Hellcat Red Eye. Well, what's the difference between the Hellcat and Hellcat Red Eye? Obviously with the hood upgrade, it's got the twin snorkel hood, kind of a throwback to the the Dusters and stuff like that of the 1970s. It's got bumped up horsepower. I think that they're talking about it's gonna be around like 797 horsepower. It's gonna have the wide body on it. So, you know, basically you're almost getting a Demon without it being, you know, full-blown race car. But I think that's going to be pretty cool. So what's getting passed down from the Demon and the Hellcats and stuff like that, well, specifically the Demon, what's getting passed down, you're getting the heat extractor hood, you know, the dual snorkel. You're getting, I believe they're doing the line lock. You're getting, there's a little air conditioning, I don't know if you call it a modification, but they figured out a way to use the air conditioning to help cool down the supercharger. So that works. That's pretty cool. And, you know, now you're going to be getting this year also the Challenger 1320 or the drag pack. Now, don't confuse this. I don't know if they're officially calling it the drag pack, but don't confuse it with the drag packs that came out a couple years ago, which were specifically race car vehicles only. Like, you had to have a racing driver's license, all kinds of stuff like that. They were not street legal at all. But this is going to be a street legal car. It's supposed to be, you know, the fastest naturally aspirated, you know, track ready car that you can get. They're quoting, you know, quarter-mile times in, you know, the high 11s, and that's going to have the 392 in it. You know, what else are they putting into it? You know, it's going to be automatic trans only, so I mean, if you guys like shifting gears and stuff like that, you're going to be out of luck, which, you know, I don't know about you guys, I love shifting gears. You know, all my sports cars have always been manual. But if you can deal with doing automatic trans, you know, good for you. That seems to be the wave of the future. You know, a long time ago, you know, the way to be was the manual. The automatics weren't that reliable. You know, they didn't shift very good, but modern technology being what it is, you know, there's no way, I don't care how skilled you are, you cannot drive a stick shift and shift gears as fast as an electronically controlled automatic. So, and that helps with the line lock and, you know, all that stuff. So, why is all this stuff good? Well, if you're like me and you can't afford a, you know, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 car, or you're also like me and you're happy with what you got, and you just like doing some mods on your own and upgrading and stuff like that, well, that means that there's going to be a lot of Hellcat owners that are going to be looking to get into, you know, maybe the new wide bodies, maybe the 1320s, maybe the red eye, stuff like that. And now that the Hellcats are getting to be a couple years old, they're becoming more and more readily available. I mean, just a quick search on the internet, you know, you can get a used Hellcat with less than 20,000 miles on it that is right around the $45,000, $48,000 price range. So considering when they came out, and they still are, upwards of $70,000 brand new. I mean, you can go on the website and build one out, and you're going to easily hit $70,000 without doing too much to it. So now that you can get, you know, a good used one for less than, you know, 50 grand, you're right around the 45 mark, that's going to be good for us. And the more and more models that, you know, they push out, you know, people are always wanting to get the newest, you know, model. You know, that works out for guys like me. But I think that about wraps it up for this week. Hopefully I'll have something, be back working on the car or the truck next week. And in the meantime, you know, enjoy your car, enjoy the channel. If you like what you see, you know, hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments below. I'll try to get back to you if I can. In the meantime, have fun.